Welcome back to my channel, all of you. Today in this video, we are going to have a look at the first part of the three-part series where we will be doing B-School ranking. In this first part, we are going to look at the top 50 ranks where we will rank colleges from rank 50 to rank 20. Before we jump into these rankings, let's quickly have a look at the guidelines and the rules that we have followed while coming up with these rankings. First and foremost, these rankings are only for a 2-year core MBA program. And what's a core MBA program? A core MBA program is a program in which the students are free to choose the function and free to sit for any kind of placements. Second, we have excluded colleges like XLRI's HR program, NITI and SP Jain because these don't come under a core MBA program. Third, there is no differentiation between the kind of programs on offer. MMS, PGDM, MBA have all been treated as same. And we have only differentiated the colleges based on various other parameters. Fourth, one of the assumptions that we have kept in mind while coming out with these rankings is that the students always look forward to top their colleges and do their best when they are in an MBA program. And hence, we have not looked at these programs from a point of view of what a student will get if he lags in this course, but on the other hand, we have looked at the opportunities that he can get while he is among the top 50% of the batch. And last, fee structure is considered, but ROI is not. Because we definitely feel ROI is not the right parameter to judge any college. So what are the parameters based on which these colleges have been evaluated? Placements, reputation of companies visiting the campus, industry perception, student perception, NIRF ranking, age of the college, and future growth prospects of the college. While trying to rank these colleges, we realized that there are a lot of colleges which cannot be differentiated. So what we have done is from rank 50 to rank 25, we have created groups of colleges and we call it as clusters. In these clusters, we feel the colleges cannot be differentiated and are almost similar. The student can use his or her judgment to understand which college to choose out of that group. From 25 up to the top college, we have gone individually evaluating each of the college to arrive at the top 25. So let's now have a look at the first cluster, which is rank 45 to rank 50. We have picked up 6 colleges in this cluster because all these 6 colleges are almost similar. They have a salary ranging from 9 lakhs to 11 lakhs. And they also have a fee ranging between 16 to 16.5 lakh, except for Wellinkar where it is at 12.5. Also, if you look at the programs, NMIMS Bangalore, NMIMS Hyderabad, Great Lakes and LVSIM gives you a PGDM degree, whereas Wellinkar Mumbai and SIBM Bangalore gives you an MBA degree. But as we said, there is not much of a difference between what PGDM is and what MBA is. It's all the same. Industry does not have any kind of differentiation to that. NMIMS and SIBM are much bigger brand names as compared to the other 3. So which means if you are looking for just a brand name and if you're looking for using that brand name in the future, then NMIMS or SIBM should be your choice. But otherwise, there is hardly any difference between all these 6 colleges, and our take is that these 6 colleges, you can pick up any one of them and you should get almost similar opportunities when you get into these colleges. Rank number 41 to 44. Under rank number 41 to 44, we have these 4 colleges which we felt is a cluster 2. So we have 4 in Delhi, KJ Somaiya in Bombay, BIM Trichy, which is one of the oldest MBA colleges in this country, and one of the IITs, which is IIT Roorkee. Now, if you look at the salary ranges of these colleges, you'll see that 4 Delhi is at 10.6, whereas KJ Somaiya is at 10.39. BIM Trichy is at 9.3 and IIT Roorkee is at 10.03. But we would still like to keep BIM Trichy as a college in this cluster. Why? Because it has got an intake of 120. It is one of those oldest colleges, and there's plenty of opportunity out there for the top 50 percentage of the batch. It has an NIRF ranking also of 53, which is lower as compared to that of IIT Roorkee, which is at 11. But IIT Roorkee, being an IIT, definitely will have a better ranking as compared to the other colleges. But having said that, their placement does not justify the kind of NIRF ranking that they've got. With just a small batch of 95 students, they still are at an average salary of 10.03. And this salary is also for those kind of companies which are mostly tech-oriented companies, and the breadth of their placement and the balance that they have in their placement is very poor as compared to for KJ Somaiya and BIM Trichy. Still, IIT Roorkee comes in this cluster because of its lower fee structure, and with that lower fee structure, if I compare the other colleges, all these 4 colleges are almost similar. So if you're looking for a better and balanced placement out of technology but into marketing, finance, then probably you can pick up for KJ Somaiya or BIM Trichy. If you're looking for a technology oriented placement or an operations oriented placement, you can more look for an IIT Roorkee because the fees is also less out there. If you're looking for a IIT brand, then it's IIT Roorkee. If you're looking for getting into a college at a lower cutoff and you're from Tamil Nadu, then you have BIM Trichy because you have a Tamil Nadu domicile quota out there, and you can get into the college at as low as 80 percentile. So all these 4 colleges for me are in the same level, in the same cluster. You can pick and choose according to your choice. So for KJ Somaiya, BIM Trichy, IIT Roorkee, these are cluster 2, 41 to 44 rank. Our cluster number 3 is rank 37 to rank 40, 4 baby IIMs. I am Sambalpur, I am Bodh Gaya, I am Jammu, I am Sirmaur. All of them are very similar, although their salary ranges between 9.2 and 11.33, which is about 2 lakhs range. But still we would like to keep them together. Very difficult to differentiate the colleges. All of them are upcoming, campuses are still to be built. But we definitely know that these colleges are better than cluster 2 colleges, which are 4 and KJ Somaiya, because these colleges are showing a lot of promise. Even after being new colleges, they clock salaries better than the cluster 2 colleges. Cluster number 4, we have 6 colleges here, rank number 31 to 36, 2 IITs, 1 Punjab University College, 1 Mumbai University College, and 2 private colleges. All of them are similar in terms of their ranking. SimSri does not have an NIRF ranking. All the others have NIRF ranking. Their average salaries range between 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs. So that is the typical range of these colleges, with IIT Madras at a higher end, SimSri at the lower end at 10.97. Although there is a difference of about 1.5 lakhs in terms of their salaries, still we have kept all of them in the same range. Why? Because IIT Madras, although it has got a higher salary, the intake is only 70 students. So which means if I look at the other colleges and look at the top 70 in their batch, their average salaries would be somewhere similar to IIT Madras. Second thing, although IIT Madras has a fees of 10.10 lakhs, there is UBS Chandigarh and SimSri, which is way lower than that. IIT Kanpur almost half of that, and TAPMI Manipal and JIM Goa much higher than that. TAPMI Manipal and JIM Goa is considered in this list because of their salary and their huge batch intake, which means they have 420 students in TAPMI and 240 students in JIM Goa. If you look at the top 100 students in TAPMI and JIM Goa, their average salaries are much better than IIT Madras or an IIT Kanpur or UBS Chandigarh. So these 6 colleges which are there, which is rank number 31 to 36, you'd like to keep them together, and you can pick up any of this depending on what kind of placements that you're looking at. IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur are mostly technology oriented placements, whereas SimSri is more of marketing oriented placements. TAPMI Goa is quite a balanced placement, and UBS Chandigarh again is quite a balanced kind of placement with a very low fees of just 34,000 rupees for the 2 years. So take your pick based on the calls that you've got. All of them are equally good colleges, and you can pick up any of those colleges and you'll have the same kind of opportunity across. Brand name wise, Tapney is a big brand name. IIT is a big brand name. Jim Goa has got a lot of alumni out there in the industry, and Simsri and UBS are extremely cheap colleges if you're looking at from a point of view of the fees. So all of them, depending on the parameter, come under the same rank of 31 to 36. Rank number 26 to 30 are the upcoming IIMs. IIM Rohtak, IIM Kashipur, IIM Nagpur, IIM Visakhapatnam, and IIM Amritsar. All of them have got a salary range between 12 to 13 lakhs, and all of them fall in the same cluster of 26 to 30 ranking colleges. Out of these colleges, Rohtak, Nagpur, and Visakhapatnam has a PGDM program, whereas IIM Kashipur and IIM Amritsar have an MBA program. IIM Rohtak and IIM Kashipur has already started off their campus. They are among the new IIMs, whereas the other three are the baby IIMs. But still we have kept them all together because of their salaries, because of the kind of intake that they have, and the kind of reputation that they have in terms of getting the companies to the campus, also in the minds of the students. And we are calling it upcoming IIMs because these IIMs have got a lot of potential, and in another few years you will see them among the top 20 colleges in this country. At rank number 24 and 25, we have two very similar colleges. IMI Delhi at 25 and IMT Ghaziabad at 24. Both of these colleges started almost at the same time, IMT in 1980 and IMI in 1981. And both of them have almost similar placement, slightly above 13 lakhs. But we would still like to keep IMT above IMI for just one reason, because of its batch size. IMT has a much larger batch size as compared to IMI, and also it has a better reputation among students as compared to IMI Delhi. So rank 24 is IMT Ghaziabad, rank 25 IMI Delhi. At rank number 23 is IIM Udaipur, a new IIM which started off in 2011. With an average salary of 13.20 lakhs and a sprawling campus in Udaipur, IIM Udaipur beats the other two new IIMs, which is IIM Kashipur and IIM Rohtak, to reach rank number 23. At rank number 22 is SCMHRD Pune. SCMHRD Pune, which started off in 1993, is a college which today clocks an average salary of 16 plus lakhs. But what pulls SCMHRD down from the top 20 college list? Small batch size of 180 students and a placement which is skewed towards HR. Almost 30 to 35% of SCMHRD's placement today is in HR domain. And that's not very surprising because SCMHRD started off initially as an HR college, Symbiosis College for Management and Human Resource Development. At rank number 21 is XIMB, a college which started off in 1987. With a slightly lower placement as compared to SCMHRD, we would still like to keep XIMB at rank number 21. Two reasons for that. One, a batch size more than double that of SCMHRD. Two, a huge alumni base of XIMB as compared to SCMHRD. The spread of placement in XIMB is also considerably better as compared to SCMHRD. The top 50% batch in XIMB gets an average salary much more than SCMHRD's 180 student batch. For these reasons, we would like to keep XIMB at rank number 21. That brings us to the end of part 1. In part 2 and part 3, we will be looking at the top 20 B schools in India. I hope that you have liked this video, and I wish that you share this video with your friends. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment on the comment section.